Let's talk about Furiosa.
All right.
So I think it's a 5-star movie. I don't care. I was just blown away by it. I tried really hard the whole movie not to compare it to Fury Road. And I think it both stands on its own as a great epic about this girl's awful life, and as a supplement to Mad Max Fury Road, because after I watched Furiosa, I came home and the next morning I watched Fury Road, and I thought, what a great thing that does add to Mad Max. In fact, the only thing I didn't like about Furiosa was the little Mad Max cameo where he stands on a cliff and watches her hobble through the desert. But
Oh
I didn't
yeah.
dislike that enough to take off half a star. 5-star movie for me. Yeah, incredible. I mean, I even so even like the effects being less realistic looking, I was okay with, because all these movies, since this is the most connected to any Mad Max movie any other Mad Max movie has ever been,
Hmm.
and they all seem to be being narrated by someone, be it Max in Fury Road or in the original, or the gyrocopter guy in, he's in, what is he in, 2 or 3?
I want to say three, but I could be wrong.
I think you're right. Or the Wikipedia, the human Wikipedia in Furiosa. I
Mm.
like the idea that these movies are all told from those people's points of view, and that this guy sees the world through this like very hyper color, deeply fake looking lens.
Hmm.
So I was into it, and the effects never bothered me at all. In fact, I thought they were quite good for most of it. And the only mistake they made was showing clips from Fury Road at the end of Furiosa, and you're like, oh yeah, it does look quite different than it did in
Hmm.
what was it, 2013 that it
15.
came out, 15.
15. Yep.
Yeah. So what'd you think of it?
Yeah, similar opinion to that. I didn't quite have it at 5 stars. I have it at 4.5. It's not even really that I had any quibbles with it. It's just, the thing with a 5 star movie is, how do you know it's a 5 star movie? You just do, it just is. So yeah, I have it at 4.5 stars. I thought Anya Taylor-Joy, I think, was really, really good in this. She doesn't have a lot of dialogue. She doesn't need a lot of dialogue, I think, to get across what she's going for. Hemsworth is great in it. Even with my hearing aids, sometimes I struggle with accents. So early in the movie, I was kind of having a hard time understanding him a little bit. It took me a little bit to kind of understand what like what he was saying and what he was going with. So it took me maybe like a half hour or so to really get into the movie, and maybe that's where my half star is missing from. But I mean, it's great. The action is stellar. The set pieces, of course, look dynamite. It's just a really cool movie. It's a step below Fury Road for sure. But I mean, I think Fury Road is one of the best movies that came out in that decade. The teens of that year. So I mean, to be a step below Fury Road, that's a compliment. To be a step below that movie.
I agree. Like if I'm ranking the Mad Max movies, Fury Road goes above Furiosa, but I think they're both 5-star movies.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, excellent. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. And they're great.